It's really crazy. Look at this board. One, one, two, three. Look at this board. GG's. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be playing Druid class Tarask Ramp. It's a standard best of one list with average converted mana cost 3.5, 10 creatures, 25 non-creatures, and 25 lands. Now, the deck is a Golgari ramp deck that utilizes our main card here, Druid class, to ramp us up into our bigger threats over here. Everything within this deck combos with itself. Everything synergizes with itself. It's so crazy that Golgari has some of the most synergistic cards there are. You know, like some of the green cards synergize so well with each other, some of like the black and green cards synergize so well with each other, and like we've got so much going on within this deck. So let's break it down for you guys and go from there. We start with 3 Blood Chiefs first. Planeswalker hate, early creature hate. You know how mid-range decks work. A lot of them can actually run away with the game if they play like a turn 2 Aspirin to turn 3 Raffine or anything like that. They tend to win Arcade or something, right? So early, we're not seeing those decks as often as we'd like anymore, but something like a Boros aggro list that utilizes a lot of cheap creatures. Blood Chief Thirst has been clutch, especially against angels, and also can be a big removal spell against basically any creature there is. Dig Up here, Dig Up can fetch us lands which we can actually play with the Druid class. So if we run out of lands, Dig Up can get us a land from our deck, which we can, you know, combo off with Druid class, like a small combo here. Also, it can search for our big threats. It can search for our Tarask if we don't have it. It can search for our Titan, for our Colossus, or our Wren here. So Dig Up is pretty good. 1 check for traps, just in case we actually need to discard something off of a mid-range player's hand or a control player's hand, like a counter spell or something, just so we can actually protect our game plan and work from there, right? 1 Infernal Grasp, not more than 1. 1 is more than enough. For Druid class, it's pretty crazy. You gain 1 life every time you play a land, and then level 2 you play 2 lands each turn, and there are multiple ways within this deck for us to get 2 lands to hand. And then we have Shigeki here, because so many things get discarded, right? Our Ren plus mills like non-land permanents or non-land cards into the graveyard, which we can get with the Shigeki later on. So Shigeki is a one-of over here. 4 Meathook Massacres, extra necessary against creatures. We're a relatively slower deck here, so 4 Meathook Massacre has been always clutch, plus it gains you life as well. And then we come to You Happen on a Glade. It's a 3 mana instant that says search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. Or return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. So it can be a very good card in the late game, and that's why we don't run a fetch land kind of ramp card within this slot, because it's also a very good combo with Druid class. And since Druid class is our main ramp spell within the deck, if we can refuel that Druid class with lands in our hand and we can play multiple lands each turn, it can be a very, very good ramp, and you'll see what I'm talking about within the gameplay. Also, during the late game, this is better than any ramp spell because you can actually get something back from your graveyard, a permanent like Meathook, Binding, Ran. You can get your Tarask, you can get your Titan if you've milled them with Ran, so it's actually really, really good. Or Shigeki here, so very, very decent card with this synergy. Also, you get 3 Topiary Stompers. We can actually unlock this Stomper pretty quickly since we're ramping like crazy within this deck. Stomper is also very good here. Decent body, 3 mana, 4/4 vigilance that can ramp, very good. Also, Binding here removes pretty much anything you want, and it also ramps. It's our 4 mana ramp / removal card of choice here, very good. And then we get to Ren and 7, and Ren and 7 unlocks our entire combo here, to be honest. Ren and 7, you plus the Ren, you get lands off the top with Ren, which you can play with Druid class. And then the turn after, if everything went smooth, you can also like you can zero the Ren, put lands on the battlefield. Yes, they come in tapped, but the turn after, you can actually ramp up very quickly into their Tarask. And the thing is, the Tarask is a 9 mana creature. It's not so easy to ramp into a 9 mana creature. So as you can see here, we're at every mana slot we're running a ramp spell of some sorts, right? Even our 5 mana planeswalker here can ramp. So that's the idea, right? You plus the Ren, right? You mill things, you get lands, you put the lands, you gain life off of the lands, and your Druid class can actually ramp off of the Ren, which combos very well. And also our Cultivator Colossus does the same thing. It's a 7 mana creature that can also ramp, which, you know, you get lands off of the Ren, and then you cast your Colossus the turn after the Ren, and then the Colossus is going to keep putting those lands as many times as you draw them off the top onto the battlefield, and at the same time you're gaining life with the Druid class every time a land hits the battlefield, and then you're ramping onto the Tarask and Titan of Industry. Then we get to Titan here. Titan is a very flexible creature, very nice. I've always wanted to play it with Tarask here, and that's the deck we came up with. Titan removes board presence, shield counters, a lot of things. And then we get to the Tarask 9 mana 10/10 that has ward 10 and haste as long as you've cast it. And that's the idea. You'd want to cast this card. It's so easy for us to cast this card with this deck because we're ramping like crazy. We're putting so many lands on the battlefield. We're getting lands from our deck. We're putting these lands on the battlefield using Druid class. So you're not only putting a single land on the battlefield each turn. No, you're putting multiple lands. So it's very, very good. Within the mana base, we have 1 Hive, 4 Swamps, 1 Takenuma, 1 Boseiju, 7 Forests because it's mostly green dominated. 1 Lair, 2 Pathways, 2 dual lands, 4 Snarls because we have a bunch of basics that we are going to be able to get off the top of the deck or from the deck, and then 2 Chasms here for the Binding the Old Gods as well. Also, if you want, you can probably even run Invoke Despair with the amount of Snarls that we have here. I think you can easily run Invoke Despairs, but I wouldn't want to mess with the ratio of everything in the list because the list is working so good. Actually, it's working insanely good. Let's actually check the stats on this list because it's been such an easy win for me, right? The deck wins. The deck really wins. It's not even a joke. So let's popping up. I went, okay, so that's pretty good. I went 5-2 with this list. The 2 games I lost were I was having mana problems. Though that's what it is. Against this Izzet player, I was stuck on 2 lands because I hate keeping a 2-land hand, but I was stuck on 2 lands for like 3 turns, and at that moment, like, they were ramping with Fable, and it was just like, it's game, you know what it is. And against this player as well, they managed to like out ramp us in a way, somehow. Not out ramp us, but they had more lands, and the problem is I wasn't top decking a single land, so I can play like my 3 drops at the same time. So that's why we lost. But 25 lands, you can easily and comfortably hit lands off the top or open with a 3-land hand. 71% win rate, which is pretty decent. And yeah, that's the deck. That does it for the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplays. The games have been so much fun. I've had a lot of fun playing this deck. You're going to see the Tarask Titan and the land off of the Druid class all on the same battlefield, all attacking. So make sure you check that out. And yeah, with that being said, if you like the video, if you like the gameplay, make sure you like the video. Actually, it'll help me out greatly. I've been so happy with everyone's support lately. It's been crazy. Let's keep growing. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'm almost at my goal of 1,000 subscribers. I'm sorry. Also, check the description down below. Follow the socials for early videos or early updates on my videos. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys later with another video. Okay, bye. All right. Yeah, I guess we can keep this. Okay. We have Ren, but we need a ramp spell here. So we're playing a Golgari Druid class Tarask ramp, basically. We've got tools here within the deck. We've got stuff going on for us here. Check for traps, huh? Check for Traps could be a pretty decent card. Not gonna lie. But I think we're gonna have to go for the Druid class here. Okay. Are you gonna besiege my Druid class? Underdog. Alright, a casual Ren and 7 next turn. Sounds good to me. Okay. Not really worried. So they've got something there.
We prefer not to fight, but we also will not hold back.
Okay. So I think they can, they have a burn spell that can kill the Ren and 7 here. Which is pretty unfortunate for us, but at the same time, it's okay. Maybe they have a grasp for the tree folk. Ren combos very well with Druid class. Combos really well, actually. Exile the top 3. Okay, a Braid, Fable. They're gonna have to play the Fable, I think, so. Unless they want to kill the Ren. Honestly, I would rather they kill the Ren than to play the Fable. Well, we've got check for traps next turn. Are they deciding to attack here and meet Hook Massacre? Okay, I'm gonna take the block no matter what here. Yep, Abrade the Tree Folk. I know about that. That's fine. Nothing, huh? Yikes. Do we go for it? Actually, let's check for traps since they have a ton of cards there. They have Burn Down the House, Privateer's Charm. Yikes. Okay. Okay, we milled a lot, to be honest. I need the You Happen on a Glade here. But do I? Probably. That's fine. I don't think they're drawing any lands, which is pretty good for us here. Okay. That's kind of terrible for them. But that means their hand is stacked, so as soon as they start drawing some lands here, they can hurt us drastically. I think they were going to exile our graveyard as well, so it's pretty bad for us. Okay, opponent. Alright. Man, it sucks that we didn't get lands with the Ren. That's absolutely terrible for us. Alright. We need something big, but at the same time, like, we need them to use their charm so that if we draw a Tarask or something like that, something big, we won't really have to struggle that much. Another Blood-Tide Harvester. Sounds alright, I guess. They need to hit a land drop desperately. And I'm glad that they're discarding their spells here. He discarded Burn Down the House. Nice. Nice, that's a draw. Let's keep exiling these underdogs. Alright, now, I just... Actually, no, it's not necessary. I just want them to use their charm so we can actually attack with the Tarask. Okay, opponent. Sure. Yeah, they're just going to pass here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 lands. We're missing one more land for the Tarask here. Yeah. I'm not going to use the Haster off of the Druid class, because I don't want them to kill one of my lands, but, you know. Maybe they drew another Ob. Alright, so at this point, I think we do attack with the Tarask if we draw land, which we did not. Nice. Okay. We just chill here. I mean, I'm not really in a rush or anything. I'm pretty sure we have the upper hand. We've been having the upper hand here. Okay. Okay. Your typical Jund mid-range pile that, you know, has Ob, Fable. 3 exiled underdogs though. Sounds good to me. And 4 Blood-Tide Harvesters. Okay. Nice. We're drawing lands, but they discarded the charm. I'm so happy about that. They have no idea what's coming. Nice. Come on, opponent. Let's play that Tarask here. Opponent, you're killing me. Okay. So this is terrible for us, right? The way they're playing is just awful. Yeah, it's too bad you discarded the charm here. It's got haste and ward 10. Nice. We attack for a casual 10, and then next turn we have a haste land that's also a 9/9. Seems decent. Just let it go through, opponent. Let it go through. There's nothing you can do about it. It's pretty good. I'm so happy they discarded the charm here, but at the same time, like, what do they have in hand that they decided to discard a charm there? I mean, the Jund charm is the best one, right? It's the most flexible one and, like, has the best options. But I guess, you know, to each their own, I guess. So even if they get rid of the Tarask, Alb is not really going to do it.
Enough with your petty notions of morality.
Okay.
Go sow some chaos is power.
It has Ward 10. Nice. Nice. Wow. Actually decently surprised. That's game. A 10-10. GG's. That was good. That was really good. Okay. Yeah, I guess we can keep this. All right. Nice. Well, at least we get rid of one of them. Expected. Give me 2 green sources. Sure. Alright, so I think we're gonna need a Meat Hook Massacre here. At some point, at least. Harvester comes down. Sure, sure, sure. Or at least a Binding. Alright, what do we need? So we've got Ren next turn. We've got Ren next turn. And then Colossus the turn after, maybe? Yeah, we've got Ren next turn and Colossus the turn after. So, I guess with the Colossus, what if we get a Titan? Titan sounds good. It can gain us life. Destroys their anvil. Yeah, let's just get a Titan here. It's getting fairly close to our demise, though. I mean, they're going to deal a lot of damage next turn to us, surely. Yeah, a lot of damage. But they're not activating their anvil. I mean, I don't know why. Okay. Do we wait and Meat Hook? I mean, it is a lot of damage. So if we cast Ren, that's 5, right? What do we do with the Ren? We can put the lands, but they enter tapped. So next turn, if we cast Ren this turn and we make a Tree Folk, next turn we plus the Ren, we get more lands, or we zero the Ren and put the lands we have on the battlefield. And then we can Meat Hook next turn. But what if they kill the Tree Folk? They kill the Ren, that spoils our entire plan, right? But I think this has to be a Ren turn. Should we Meat Hook? Gain some life, like gain 3 life, and then they do the anvil thing again. And then play the Ren next turn. I think it has to be Ren this turn, to be honest. Yeah, they're gonna kill the Ren. Okay. They're probably gonna kill the Ren. They have like a burn spell in hand. Alright, so let's just make the blocker then.
Those who harm
Whatever.
the forest destroy the gifts nature grows.
Yeah, they're going to kill the Ren. Okay.
From root to canopy, the trees are mighty.
The thing is, like, I didn't want to meet Hook when we are too low on life points, because they can have a pretty decent follow-up, right? I just want to ramp into the Titan here. Okay, so that's something, I guess. I actually did miss that. They have 3 creatures. The Ren would have died anyway.
Failure burns within us.
Epic Hero, okay. That's a pretty good Meat Hook Massacre, to be honest. Alright, we have time. Okay. That's okay. We've got Titan next turn, so I'm happy about that. No matter how it turned out, I'm still happy about it. We can also play the Colossus next turn. But at the same time, they're so low on cards, and we ramped up, so GG's. Okay, no ramp. This is an instant mulligan for me, to be honest. I hate hands like that. 2 lands, no. Okay. This hand, though, is perfect for me, actually. A ton of ramp. It's got our combo pieces here, so I guess it's decent. Not really, but who cares? Click the button, opponent. Click the button. We need a Meat Hook Massacre. We do. Okay. Hopefully the Druid class can... oh, yikes. Okay. Alright, well, they're just too aggressive for us at the moment. Hopefully the Druid class can gain us some life. Some tempo here. Some form of tempo. I'm pretty sure we can gain a decent amount of life with you happen on a Glade here. Hopefully we can ramp up onto the Stomper pretty quickly. Or maybe find something that's more threatening in a way. So yeah. We're in a terrible position though at the moment. So what's with the sticky fingers? I mean, what is the ramp for? Okay. That's it? Alright, well, never mind all of that. Never mind all of that. They do draw cards, but I mean, come on. We're at 17 life again. Okay, Ronin again. I mean, this version of Mono Red has to suck. You can almost always create a better one. Always. Okay. Do we play the Stomper? If we play the Stomper, we get a land. No. Let's not play the Stomper. Let's get the green sources going. And then next turn, we can gain some more life. Goldspan Dragon. Okay. So that's what the ramp is for, basically. That's still pretty weak. Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the Stomper, but I think we're going to have to kill that Goldspan Dragon, right? Kill everything, and next turn we can have a pretty big Tree Folk. Possible if we top deck a land. No, that's 5, 6. No, never mind. Okay. Just aggression from our opponent. That's fine though. Yikes. Is it? Alright. We're dead. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. What if we don't get a land with the Ren and 7? That's pretty much game. Let's not risk it here. Menace. Okay, well, at least we're gonna kill one of these. We're still gaining life, which is pretty good. Man, it's so close, right? We're so close to dying here. Yikes, what a card, huh? So that means we need to play the Ren and plus the Ren, actually. I think that's the only way for us to survive. Lands, please, off the top.
We will help you find
Nice.
safe ground. Rich soil grows mighty.
It's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't do this. We can't cast the level 3 of the Druid class because they'll all come in tapped. So I guess we just attack. We're at 5 life. All they need is a burn spell. We have to plus the Ren next turn as well, so that we can get some value off of the Colossus. Yeah, they need a burn spell. Maybe even a gold span off the top would be very good for them. Pretty decent. I mean, it's pretty good when it comes to just putting a lot of pressure on your opponent, but it's so easy for you to get out of it. Our deck is relatively slower, but at the same time we're quick kind of when it comes to the ramp, and Druid class has been putting in work for us. Play with fire. That's not game, is it? No. The bottom. That's a good sign. Okay. We're still gaining life. Nice. Alright, let's plus the Ren here.
Every seed contains great potential.
Okay. Well, that's the combo, I guess, but I mean, it's unfortunate that we're not drawing a lot of lands, but at the same time, we have so many on the battlefield that our chances of top decking lands with Ren our chances are slim. But we're almost close to ultimating the Ren, and it's no joke. We basically return all the permanents back to our hand, like the Tarask and everything here. But they're very close to scooping here. They're like 2 top decks away from scooping. Because we have the Cultivator, Topiary Stomper. They can't even attack at this point. So what's the point of playing the game? Okay. Chandra.
I won't stop fighting till the people are safe again.
Kumanu. Nice. No Goldspan. Okay.
You are either brave or foolish.
And that's game. Nice. GG. Their only hope was a Goldspan, but good game. Ooh. Terribly slow. If we can top deck a single, like, untapped basic land, this hand would be really good. But at the moment, it's so slow. Okay. Now it's better. It's much better. Emiria's Call. They probably do have... Yeah, well, I mean, Druid class is bad against Vanishing Verse. Okay. Let's get green sources here. You happen on a glade. Nothing. I guess we need to get the Tarask with the dig up. I think the Tarask would be really good against their deck. Unless they have, like, unless that's a Doomscar. It seems like it's a Starnheim Unleashed, which is fine. One, two, three, four. It requires... Okay, let's get the Tarask here. Okay. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need one more land for the Tarask. Okay. Man, our ramp has been insane. Our ramp has been no joke. Druid class. We've got the Tarask next turn, unless they have a discard spell. 4 for the Meat Hook Massacre, okay. And Titan of Industry. Wow. Alright. Alright, opponent. Do your best. We ramped insanely good. That's fine, I mean, it's whatever, honestly. We can get the Tarask again with You Happen on a Glade. That's good. Alright, yeah, we're probably gonna end up getting the Tarask again here, but let's play this. Shield counter. Nice. Giada. Alright. Let's see what you can do here, opponent. Sure. Plus we have the Druid class land next turn. Elspeth is not going to help you.
I won't let a few thugs threaten this city. This is my city, and I'm going to protect it.
We ramped so well. I'm very happy with this deck. It's insane how good it is. It's really crazy. Look at this board. 1, 1, 2, 3. Look at this board. GG's. Oh man.